guys, it's tea time, volcano tea time. Oh, honey milk tea, why are you so delicious and so bad for me? So, I told you guys that I was going to talk about the Myers-Briggs test today. I'm going to try to, like, not get too overly explanatory about it, because it's not that I just learned about it, but I had never taken it before. I had never taken the test before. And it's a series of a bunch of yes and no questions. And then they put you into one of 16 personality traits. And it's so funny because it says everywhere, like every website you go to is like, there are no good and bad personality types. All types are equal. It's about, you know, celebrating the different ways that people think. None of them are good or bad. Don't be disappointed, essentially. So I took this test, and everybody was very explicit about, sorry, my nose is like itching me so much. Hold on. Are you good? You good, nose? Okay. So I took this test, and everybody kept saying, make sure that you answer honestly. Don't answer based on who you wish you were. Answer based on who you know you are. So I was like, okay, I will. So I was as honest as possible. I was so overly honest with myself. I spent a really long time on like almost every question except for the ones that were like, duh. And I got my letter combination and I read the description and I was like, I feel like half of this is spot on and the other half of it is not right at all. Which sucks. So I was like, well, I'll take it again. I'll take it again and I'll make sure that I am super honest about it. So I waited a couple of days, took the test so that I wouldn't remember what I answered the first time. So I took the test again and I was super honest, got the exact same thing, and I was like, okay. So I read like 4 different descriptions of this same personality type. At this point, those of you who are familiar with the Myers-Briggs test are like, which one are you? But some of you guys guessed it. So my personality type is apparently INTJ, which is like 2% of the population, one of them said. It's just like a very small portion of people wind up being INTJ. And the way that it's described is basically a combination of creativity and logic. Very creative, think outside of the box people. They're very into the process of making something or doing something and not as much into the actual product, which is very much me. And also they really like trying to do things in different ways. Like if they learn about a new way to try to do something, they will try to do it. Which is also very much me. Like, the second that I learn about a new process for how to do something, I want to do it immediately. And I don't always care about how it wound up at the end. I just really liked doing it. So, there's that. That's very true. And also, they're good in social situations, but they're very exhausted by them. And, typically terrible with romance, which is true. And so like a lot of it links up quite well. The things that don't right now, which is what I had to remind myself of, the things that don't link up right now is that they're typically workaholics. And I used to be a workaholic, like hardcore, and I know that I could become a workaholic again if I let myself, but I broke myself of it in college because I was killing myself. Every time somebody asked if I would do something, I would say yes. And so I was just working, rehearsal, homework, classes, making this thing like all day, every day, weekends, didn't matter. And I broke myself of it because I had to. Like, there was just no way that I could keep doing all of this stuff. And then I hit, like, the other extreme, where anytime somebody asked me to do something, I was like, no, I can't. I got too much going on, when I actually had, like, nothing going on. Now I'm trying to hit, like, the midpoint again, but I can feel myself, like, starting to do, like, more and more and more all the time. And I'm like... And it's funny, because it seems like doing work constantly would exhaust a person just as much as like a social situation, but it doesn't. It doesn't at all, and I think that that's one of the reasons why I went, this is probably legitimately me. Because I can be in a social situation for like 2 or 3 hours. Like if they're a decent number of people, 2 or 3 hours, that's my max. Then I'm like, I need to go home. Like, I love people. I love interacting with people, but I can't do it for very long. It doesn't stress me out. I just get so tired. So tired. And then after the so tired level, if I like keep trying to push myself through it, then I get so irritable. And then I try to like cover that up by just being like calm nice. You know that like awkward calm nice? Try to be calm nice, and then I'm like, this is, oh gosh. And I feel bad because I don't want to be calm nice with people. I want to be like actually nice with people and like really enjoy people. So I have like a limit, but I could be working on a project all day. If the project is interesting to me, I could be working on it all day long and not feel tired at all. Who knows? Who knows, man? It's a weird thing, but yeah, typically they are workaholics and they demand a lot out of the people that they're working with, which when I was in workaholic mode, if I was working with somebody who didn't understand how to do something as well as I did, I would be like, can I just do it for you? Can I just... My god. But then there were those moments where I was surprised, where I was like, this is not... Oh my goodness, you are driving me insane. And then it would turn out fine. And I'd be like, okay, I didn't need to be worried. I didn't need to be as worried about that as I was. So, I mean, I guess it's pretty... It's pretty accurate. With the social stuff, particularly. And I like the idea of being a person whose mind is a marriage between creativity and logic. I think that that's accurate. Oh, also, what were the other things that applied to it? Oh, not being very spontaneous. I'm not. I love adventure and I love doing things like traveling. I love doing like big things, but I'm not the type of person who will just like show up at your door. I'm not the type of person who would just randomly out of the blue be like, oh my god, I should go see a movie, like right now. I'll need to have planned it in my mind for at least an hour. Like at least, possibly longer. Or at least just known that it was going to happen. I don't know why that is either. I wish that I was more spontaneous, I'm just not. And overthinking possible problems of doing something that links to the spontaneity, like not wanting to do something because you haven't thought through all of the possible horrible things that could happen if this goes wrong. So after you've thought through this and how you could counteract all of the negative things, then you can go do it. That's me. But they're creative people and they like making things and doing things. It's just people are tiring. It's true. There's another personality type that at first I was like, I feel like this one's more me, but they're basically INTJ except more spontaneous. I was like, okay. Alright. Yeah. So apparently I am INTJ. Apparently I am the same personality type as Stephen Hawking, and he's kind of awesome, so I'm okay with it. I'm all right with it. What can you do? But yeah, Myers-Briggs tests. They're a thing. They are a thing. And you can find them online. That's where I did mine online. And it's short. It's pretty short. But I know people who have taken the test at like different times in their life and gotten different results. Which is weird to me. I guess, I mean, obviously people change. People can change. People can get more used to things. Like, if I was forced to be in social situations constantly, I would eventually get used to it. I'd eventually deal with it. But just like as a natural reaction to being around people for a long time, I'm just like, I am so tired. I am so tired. Like, I could go to bed. Like today I went to D&D at Meltdown Comics, which was awesome, by the way. They have, at Meltdown, they just have like D&D sessions that happen. And it was really fun. We did like a Star Wars spin-off on 4E, and it was really fun. And I'm a bounty hunter, and it's great. But at the end of it, a few of the people that I know that were there were like, oh man, we're totally gonna go like play Catan now. But I had been, like D&D sessions aren't short. So I was just sitting there going, I would love to play Catan, but the idea of going home sounds amazing. Like, I weigh it in my mind of, should I go home or should I go do more social stuff? And whichever one feels like what will make me happy, like, I gotta go with that one. What can you do? But yeah, so that was mine. If you guys have taken the test before, you should tell me what yours is. I haven't looked at what all of the different ones are. I haven't like read all of the different descriptions, but it's funny because there are people that I know that I thought, oh, I'll probably get the same thing as you, and I totally didn't. I went, oh, okay. Yeah, sorry I spaced out for a second there. I was just looking at a piece of paper and I was like, what does that say? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, self, because you're not gonna read it right now. So yeah, so that was my Myers-Briggs test. And today's Sunday, so we all gotta go work or school on Monday, dang it. But that's okay. So I hope that you guys had an awesome weekend, and I will talk to you again tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye. Mwah.